welcome back to my channel. So today I was a little extra, okay? I did that, okay? This is not your typical, everyday wear makeup tutorial. This is kind of more just for fun, really. I just wanted to try it out, test my boundaries, see if I can really pull this off. I'm not really good at like realism and all that other stuff. Like, I'm not the best artist, drawer, whatever, but I liked how it turned out. I'm proud of this. So if you want to know how to do this, get this flower on your head, then keep watching this video. But before you do, make sure you like this video if you do enjoy it, subscribe to me if you're not already, and follow me on all my social media, which will be linked in the description below as well as throughout the video. So I hope you enjoy, and yeah, let's just jump right in. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm going to be putting on this MAC Soft Ochre paint pot as a base for my lids. Next, I'm going to be going in with my Kat Von D La Vida Loca palette, and I'm going to be using the shade Destroyer, which is right here. It's this red shade right here. I'm going to be using that on my crease area. And I just blended it out to the outside of my face, kind of going up to like really elongate it, bring it out. So I'm gonna go back in with my Kat Von D La Vida Loca palette, and I'm gonna be using this shade right here, which is the shade Vox, and it's just this dark brown chocolatey color, and I'm gonna be putting this in my crease as well, making sure to blend it out with the other two colors. Alrighty, when that's all finished, I'm going to be going in with my Anastasia concealer in the shade 0.75 to now cut the crease. And I'm just going to be using a flat, just a flat concealer brush. And I'm just going to look up to see where it's going to transfer. And I'm just going to press down to get that nice clean edge. Next, I'm gonna grab my my Chrissy Teigen Becca highlighter palette, and I'm just gonna be grabbing this shade right here at the bottom, which is like this peachy kind of coral color, and I'm gonna be packing that all over where I cut the crease. Next, I'm going to go in with my Too Faced Life is a Festival palette, and I'm going to be grabbing the shade Rainbow Life, which is this color right here. Can't really tell on camera, but it's a reddish color. And I'm going to be focusing this on the outer portion of where I cut my crease. Next, I'm going to be grabbing my Maya Cosmetics glitter glue, as well as a little glitter jar, and this is in the shade Starlight, and it's just a white glitter, but it has a mainly like gold subtle underlying flakes, so it looks white but it goes on gold. So I'm gonna be using this to pack on to where I put the peachy coral color in the front of my crease, I guess. Next, using my Too Faced liquid glitter eyeshadow in Lemon Zest, I'm going to be using a small little liner brush and just making a small little line where I actually cut my crease. Alright, now that I've got that done, I'm going to go in with my L'Oreal liquid liner in just plain black, and I'm just going to be doing a nice long wing. Alright, now that you're done with the eyeliner, I'm going to go ahead and put on my falsies off camera, and we'll be back to finish off the rest of the face. So my eyelashes are on, and I also cleaned up my eyebrows while I was at it. So now to prep my skin, I'm going to be using the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. And I'm just going to be putting this all over my face as a base for my makeup to stick to. Next, I'm going to be going in with my NYX Total Control Drop Foundation, and this is in the shade Soft Beige, and I'm just going to be putting little drops of this all over my face. And I'm just going to be grabbing a big fluffy brush to blend this out. Then I'll be going in with my YSL All Hours Concealer, and I'm just going to be putting this underneath my eyeballs. Down my T-zone. And I'm just going to be using this e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush to blend that out. Alright, now while I work on the outside of my face, I'm going to go ahead and just bake underneath my eyes. Alright, now for the poinsettias. They are going to be, I want to put them around like, kind of like as a contour, maybe, but definitely one giant one right here in the middle of my forehead. So, sticking with hopefully, sticking with the same palette overall. My La Vida Loca palette has this nice yellow color and called Fran. So I'm going to take that on a big fluffy brush and just focus it right here at the top of my forehead. Alrighty, so I have my reference picture here, and I'm just gonna go based off of what I see. So to outline the shape of the leaves, I'm gonna be using a red lip liner. And I'm just gonna, what's the word? I'm gonna kind of loosely draw more or less the shape of them and how I want them to be placed. Now in the picture, it kind of looks like they are layered, so I'm just gonna add another layer. Now going back in with the shade Destroyer from my Kat Von D La Vida Loca palette. I'm just going to be putting this everywhere where there's red, basically. Just making sure I kind of keep it in the lines. And for those little small detail edges, I'm just going to be using a smaller flat brush just to really get in those lines. Alright, now that you got this, I'm gonna go ahead and start adding the shadows and highlights and lines and stuff. Now, on the leaves, they have like a black line kind of going down the middle, almost like a, like a shadow. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that using the black in same palette. And I'm just kind of lightly do it because we're gonna blend it out later. So now that I have more or less the separate leaves, I'm going to go ahead and do the shadows for the 2 leaves that are layered on top of the other 3. So I have 3 at the bottom and then 2 in the middle between both. So I'm going to go ahead and just do the shadowing for those. Alright, now I'm going to go back in with my Serpentina palette and using the shade Blood Milk, which is that dark red color. I'm going to go ahead and add more shadowing to make the leaves look more kind of crinkled. And going back in with that black, I'm just going to add more shadows to really separate the 2 leaves here on the sides. Alrighty, so now I'm gonna go ahead and start on the highlight of the individual petals, and then I'm gonna work on the middle yellow part. For that, I'm gonna be using this pinky highlighter shimmery shade right here called Love. And I'm just gonna be using this to highlight each of the petals. And on top of that, I'm going to go in with the shade Skulls and just go on top of everywhere where I put the Love shade. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this small little brush and with the black in this palette, which is Black Metal. I'm going to be kind of making not perfect circles right here in the middle of the yellow. Alright, so I'm actually gonna go in with the Tutti Frutti liquid glitter eyeshadow that I used for my cut crease liner as the little middle dots to make, you know, in the middle, you know what I mean. Alrighty, now these, I want to highlight these to make them more like circular, more individual. You know, I'm gonna be grabbing my Jumbo eye pencil by NYX in the shade Milk, and this little circular brush that I have, and just kind of like really define each one. Alright, using a small brush, I'm going to go back in with the shade Fran just to add some more yellow because I feel like we lost it a bit. And what I'm going to do to really define each one is I'm going to grab my Kat Von D tattoo liner and just make the circles. Last but not least, I'm going to go in with this black gel liner and just outline the edges of the leaves. Next, I'm going in with this mellow bronzer. And I'm just gonna really warm up my cheeks. And then I'm going to go in with my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil in the shade Medium Deep, just to really carve out my cheekbones. Now for a highlight, I'm going to go in with the same peachy shade from the, if I can get open, from the Becca, Chrissy Teigen and Becca collaboration, you know, palette. So I'm going to be going with that same orangey color. Putting that on my cheekbones. I'm gonna go in with this Too Faced Sweet Peach Glow palette, and I'm gonna be using the blush that it comes with. So I'm gonna lay this down first and then go back in with the red from the Kat Von D palette and just lightly brush it in as well to make it more of like a reddish corally kind of color. Now going in with this light red shade, I'm just gonna lightly kind of tap it in. So I'm gonna be grabbing this small brush and I'm gonna go in with that same red shade, Destroyer. And put it right underneath on my lower lash line. Then I'm gonna go in with that same Blood Milk shade from the Serpentina palette and add that on my lower lash line as well. And lastly, I'm gonna go in with some black on my lower lash line as well. Now using my NYX Crystal Body Liner in the shade Crystal Silk, I'm going to be doing a little line right here on my inner corner just to kind of brighten it up and bring it out a little. Now for lip, I'm going to be using, for my lip liner, I'm going to be using my Kylie Cosmetics Leo Lip Liner. Now I'm going to go in with my Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in Unicorn Blood. I need to buy a new one. This one's basically running out. Alrighty. Now that you've got that going on, I'm gonna go ahead and add a pigment on top of it, and I'm gonna just be using the same pigment that I used, which is my Becca highlighter, this one. And I'm also gonna go back in with my Too Faced Lifestyle Festival palette, and I'm gonna add a little bit of this Sunset Dream shade onto my lips as well. Alrighty, to lock it all in, I'm going to go in with my Jouer lip topper in Saint Tropez. Alrighty, lastly, I'm gonna get my Maybelline Master Fix Water Boosting Setting Spray. Lord, that's a lot to say. And I'm just gonna spray my face. That was close. And while my face is still wet, I'm gonna go back in with my highlight. Just really kind of make it blind, you know? So back in with that Becca shade. Alrighty guys, thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you aren't subscribed to me already and want to subscribe to me, go ahead and subscribe to me. Yeah, that's about it. Follow me on all my social medias, and I will see y'all next time with another video. Peace and love. Okay, bye. I got a flower on my